6 months later with the gaming focused Shure MV6 dynamic microphone. Let's talk about whether this thing's actually still worth the money. Yes, people, them, what's good? It's man like Jamo. Like, as I said, we're here with the Shure MV6 dynamic gaming microphone dedicated for the gamers, for the content creators, for the streamers, them man there. Now, just as a little disclaimer, obviously Shure lent me this thing to give you guys my 2 pence on how I feel this thing runs, and after this review it goes straight back to Shure, and Shure don't see this review before it goes out. So let's talk about how this thing has been over the last 6 months. Now, starting off with design, I can't lie, I feel Shure microphones generally look boring because, like, they got a black body, they've usually got a pop filter in the front. This one's a little bit exciting. It's got that little green accent in the middle there and a little green on the mute button as well. But apart from that, I feel that Shure know that as soon as people see the Shure logo, they're going to be super gassed about the microphone regardless of what it looks like. So they know they don't have to think too far outside of the box to get the design looking any kind of way. So yeah, in terms of design, a little bit boring for me personally, especially for a gamer microphone. Where's the RGB? Now, on the top of the mic, you got a little touch capacitive microphone mute button. So it's not a button that you press it in. You literally just touch it lightly and it engages the mute. It goes red. When you touch it again, it goes uncolored, as you can see now. Now, on the rear of the device, it's pretty much simple. Again, you got a USB-C port for connectivity, and you got a 3.5mm headphone jack there for on-the-go monitoring, like real-time monitoring kind of thing, innit? So yeah, that's pretty much all good. Now, my favorite way to set up the Shure MV6 is to plug it directly into my smartphone. CapCut and a lot of other apps accept external microphones via USB-C now. So you can literally just plug in the microphone and upgrade your audio quality times 1000 in whatever content you're trying to create. Now, when it comes to getting a gaming microphone for your setup, for your streaming and all them things there's usually 2 main options that people go for. You can get a condenser microphone, which is super aggressive when it comes to the sensitivity of sound. Means you don't have to have it as close to your face. You can just have it anywhere on your desk and it can kind of hear you perfectly. However, because it's super sensitive to sound, you're hearing everything that's happening around you. Like, you're hearing you clicking on your keyboard, you're hearing the fans in your laptop, your desktop spinning up, you're hearing background conversations, you're hearing all the madness in it. Whereas this thing, the Shure MV6 now, is a dynamic microphone, so they're specifically made for getting rid of all that background noise cancellation, because unless you have the thing directly in front of your face and you're quite close to it, it's not gonna pick up your voice that well, which is good because anything that's going on around you, you don't really want that noise in your streams, in your content creation, in of your, I don't know, podcasts or them things there, innit? So it's better for those kind of situations, especially if you're not recording in a professional sound studio. Now, just to quickly show you, you can obviously download the Motive app from Shure, and this will let you tweak some of the specific settings with the microphone itself. It will also let you customize the different levels of all the sound inputs that are going into your computer, and you can mix quite a few microphones into this app. So if you were doing a podcast, for example, you can have all the microphones at the same level. So yeah, no, it's definitely a useful app for the advanced audio technical kind of guys. Alright, people them, so just a little in-game test, streaming test. Like, obviously, if man's doing up Twitch, if man's doing up a YouTube stream, this is what my voice is gonna sound like over the game audio, fam. And I haven't really had to do much with the levels. Like, the levels are just there, the game is at 100%. It's coming through my external speakers, as you can tell, because man's not wearing a headset. I do like the headset feel for games, but sometimes games just sound more cinematic when you're listening to them on some proper big 2.1 speakers, or maybe like a little surround sound thing. But let me just go quiet so you guys can hear the game ambience. And obviously, when man starts speaking, you can hear man clearly over the game, fam. No issue at all. You can hear both the game, both me. Yeah, fam. It's just a good mix for when you're streaming, or even if you're just making gameplay content and you're talking over the game. Let's say you're making a walkthrough or something like that. Yeah, man, definitely a wicked microphone for doing game streaming, especially if there's a lot of noise in the room, like there is now with this game playing in the background. All right, now things that they could have done better. For a start, I would say it would have been good if they had a little gain slider on the microphone itself. Like, if I'm coming in too quiet or too loud, and I need to like change the gain. Obviously, I know it's got the automatic gain thing on it, but it would be nice if I could just slide that up or slide that down, kind of thing. If I wasn't using the automatic gain feature, and make sure that, you know, I sound correct for my stream, basically. Another thing would be that it needs some RGB, fam. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, if it's a gaming focused microphone, how can you not have RGB on this thing to make me get more frames per second? I need people to see it in the stream and think, rah, yeah, that guy's got the new MV6 because it's all flashing and thing. Like, in the stream at the moment, I guess it is, you can kind of see it kind of thing, but it's not really giving, you know, shouting about the new microphone kind of thing. It's not flashy enough. So it's not giving me gamer vibes, basically. Unless I take off this front bit, that's a little bit more gamery now, because you can see all this kind of green thing going on the front. But yeah, apart from that, if I was in a dark room, you're not really seeing much going on with this mic, which is a bit upsetting for a gamer-focused microphone. Thirdly, and again, this is just nitpicking, fam. I would have loved if this microphone had maybe a toggle for the auto leveling function, or had a toggle for the high frequency cut, or whatever that feature is called, kind of thing. Just if it just generally had more buttons on it for all the features that you can access via the software, that would be wicked. But I guess they might have wanted to go for like a more simplistic approach, and, you know, not make it look too daunting to people. And I guess that's exactly what they've got. It looks nice and simple. You can literally set it up in like 20 seconds, and yeah, you're pretty much good to go. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and hopefully, man, we'll catch you guys in the next one. Come on.